Derpy Bird, yes sir, yes sir. Esther Crispy, yes sir. Starting on the other side. We're going to be doing the lettering here shortly. I'm just getting the backbones out of the way. Once the backbones are in, then we can really build on it by hand, by eyesight, and just kind of go from there. Okay, backbone's built where we need it. I go ahead and erase what I've got there because I don't need it anymore. Emeka, nothing constructing. We are hand engraving a 1911 slide. A little bit of art today. All right, I'm going to repolish this. We're about to do the let's get going on the Ali Reza. Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you. All right, let's get started on this on the manufacturer. On here, we've got to. These always make me nervous because, well, you have to get the. I'm actually gonna zoom in on it even more with the microscope. Kamikaze, no, not gold. It's brass inlay. So we did a brass inlay video on it. If you look into some of the other lives we've done, you can see how we did the brass inlay. I'm not rich enough to have a bunch of gold. wish I could use gold because it is easier to work with. Gold is much easier to work with. But sometimes you just don't have the luxury of gold. All right, let's see if I can. We got to see where the L was sanded off slightly. This backside. This is a ceramic pencil, guys. So it's kind of cool. You know, lasers are a huge thing, and a lot of people use lasers. This was done by laser when it was originally made, but I have a laser. Lasers are no good for me to redo this kind of stuff because you can't get it that precise versus with a we're chipped. We are chipped right now, so I am going to resharpen this real fast. Just got to make sure that this thing is razor sharp so we can get in there. right, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead. Kamikaze, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, Kamikaze, appreciate it. Auto Classic, thanks for tuning in. Arnie, thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you. Lay down, buddy. Sorry, I let my dog in. Go lay down. Lay down, bud. Good boy. Lay down. Down. Good boy. All right. Let's keep going, guys. Sorry. Gotta. All right, let's see where we're at. Okay. Focus. These edges get kind of hard right here. Awesome. Well, at least we're done with the L. Kamikaze, it's a foot pedal. I do have one that's hand put, or I guess hand throttled. This one is just foot throttled. This is the Steve Lindsay air graver. I really like this one, just because it has a really small hose. This is a GRS Mach Graver Mach AT, and it just has a bigger hose. And I'm not a huge fan of just how bulky it is, but it has more power, so I like this one for power. I like this one for some finesse. Frixie, yes, I do revolvers, but I am currently not taking any commissions at the time. Really just focusing on the art of it, learning, and then hopefully creating some entertainment for people. There are plenty of hand engravers out there that are doing it though for commission. I am just not one right now, just because I'm just looking to do art. Granted, some of these pieces will go up for auction though at some point in time. Ban is made out of, I think, I'm not sure what they make it out of, but this is GRS's C-Max material. I believe it's like a carbide high-speed steel mix, maybe a tungsten mix, but that's kind of what I is. All right, let's see where we're going. Got a debate on how to tackle this one. We're gonna start back here. Bon, yeah, laser engraving can be kind of weird. So, like, to give you guys an idea, this original one from the factory, that's laser engraved, and you can see how hand engraved looks. So, I mean, it's definitely a different look. I really like the hand engraved look. So yeah, hopefully that helps give an idea. Giovanni, gracias, saludos. James Wagle, hey man, yeah, actually, one of the lives I had, I actually cut myself, pretty good actually. Funny enough, I still have blood down here. I swiped, and there was a piece of metal up, and it like, I mean it. I think I still have the. There it is. That was last week, so that was kind of funny. Yeah, true that, man. Kamikaze, yeah. So there's different tools and stuff, different bits. It just depends on what angles. Like some of the differences are here. There's a rounded bottom right here, so that's a rounded bottom bit. This is like a channel bit right here that I use for inlays. This is I think 60 degrees. So it just depends. You kind of have to figure out what kind of bits you want. I have the brass bits right here for pounding. Crandos, thank you for tuning in. Again, guys, if you haven't subscribed, I appreciate subscription. By no means am I a master engraver, so just keep that in mind. You know, the masters out there, Sam Alfano, anybody like in the Firearms Engraving Guild, those guys are masters. I'm still beginning. Maybe one day, a decade or two from now, I'll be in there, I hope. But for now, let's just create the art that my skill level allows and continue to enjoy it. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Just gonna make this border. Jason, Sligger, Idaho, Southeast Idaho area. Ron, yeah, I've been commissioned a couple times. It just never paid what I wanted it to pay, so I kind of got out of the commission game for that reason. I want to create a piece, make it look beautiful, and then put it up for auction, and hopefully it sells for what we're looking for. Daphne, saludos. 1911 gun, 1911 slide, guiche. So again, this is not a pew pew for YouTube's sake. Not a pew pew. This is just a piece of metal. YouTube is really weird about it. I can't ever show you the lower for this at all because it will ban me. Give me a strike. J Dobb, that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, on a rifle, that's great, man. Crandos, yeah. Maria, gracias. Meeting the devil, jolly. So I'm using the Lindsay air graver right here. So what's kind of cool is you can see his engravings right here. Super fine artist. I mean, Steve Lindsay is a master. If you ever look his stuff up, so. We can carve on really most steels, mild steels. We can carve on titaniums as well with these bits. They're hard enough that you can carve on titanium, and it'll cut titanium pretty good. Hardened steel can be kind of a bugger though, because it'll chip, and it might chip your tip as well. So. Hi, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the subscription, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Again, this is called a flare cut engraving. Beautiful way to depict art, and a lot like really beautiful cut to do on jewelry, especially as well. So any jewelers that do this kind of stuff, like it's a great way to add some beautiful flair to a jewelry piece. We'll clean that one up just so it's a little bit more even around this corner. There we go. If you guys are enjoying this, guys, thank you for subscribing. You guys want to see some other work and stuff, please check out my other videos. If you guys are looking to see other people's work, check out some of the master engravers on YouTube. Sam Alfano, Lane Zulke, fantastic, absolute masters in engraving. Much better than I am, but that's who I've been, those videos are really where I like to learn from those guys. Sorry guys, I'm not answering questions right now because I'm under the microscope. As soon as I come out, I'll awesome. Okay. Right, there's that. Okay, let's go ahead and answer some questions, guys. Sorry. Let's see, where are we at? All right, Toby, I'll start at Toby, guys. Sorry for all the questions that I've missed. But you can honestly learn on YouTube. Hammer and chisel is great. Or if you want to buy, a pneumatic graver, or you can, I've seen people make them. I just didn't have the time, so I just bought it. Airgraver.com has it. GRS.com has it. Thanks again. Jay Roberts, thank you. Thanks, guys. Cram, thanks for tuning in. Kamikaze. George Costanza, I actually don't do work for people right now. If you're interested in some of the work that's, done and completed, like pieces like this, they will go up to auction. Slate is not a receiver. This is just the top portion of the slide. Nuclear Kamikaze, yeah, old competition special, yes, sir. Nuclear Kamikaze. Yeah, I remember you tuning in. I appreciate it, guys. Okay, we're gonna clean up some of the chat, keep it relevant to this. Thank you, Mihai, or Mihai. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Thank you. All right, guys. Okay, we're gonna clean up the channel for sure. Let's keep it relevant, guys. Giovanni, yes. Depending on like the steel, brass is a lot softer, so it can definitely work. It just depends on, brass is a lot softer. All right, let's get going. All right, let's start adding some of the. We'll work on this tomorrow. Let's go ahead and add some of the flare cuts over here. Just because I really like the flare cuts. Finley, thank you. Giovanni, I mean, it's probably starting to get to the point where I'm probably going to sharpen it here shortly. Right now I'm lapping it. Well, I have a leather lap where I have some polishing compound on there. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Daza, thanks. I mean, I've probably got 30, 40 different tools, different graver bits. The 120 is the one I use like 95% of the time, so. Thanks, Kamikaze, appreciate it. Kevin, I do, I haven't for a while. It's usually all the whole setup. So I can't do it or sell it here on the tube for obvious reasons. But they do go to auction. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Okay. Let's see where we're at. I think we're gonna call it a day today for engraving. Just wanted to do a quick session, quick live. I will show you guys though what the other side looks like. That way you guys can get an idea of what it looks like, and you're not left wondering what this is gonna look like at the end of it. Move that to the side. So obviously, let's turn this off. Then all right, guys. Okay, I appreciate it. Until next time, I will see you guys. Keep engraving, keep creating art, and that's my pup. Hey, bud, go sleep in your bed. He has a bed, I promise. Why do you want the hard floor? All right, buddy. Okay, guys, take care. Peace out.